Hi, my name is Lucy Beth Frazier, and I am applying for the Haley Cremer Foundation Memorial Scholarship. This coming fall, I am going to be attending my first semester at UMass Lowell as a mechanical engineering major. I hope to also get a disability studies minor while I'm there to help me with what I want to do. So a little bit of background. When I was 2 years old, I was diagnosed with psoriatic juvenile arthritis, an autoimmune disease that affects all my joints, and it's put me in a wheelchair multiple times, and it's actually caused me to need a service dog. Going through all this, I was very lucky to have parents that had a good health insurance through their work to help pay for all the medications that I need to be in good physical shape when I'm not having a flare-up of my disease. And part of those things is medical assistive devices. And medical assistive devices are very expensive. An electric wheelchair can cost between like $12,000 and $25,000. I'm lucky enough to have gotten an electric wheelchair that was paid for by my parents' insurance. And so I only had to pay about $2,000. Unfortunately, there's a lot of kids with this disease that don't have that opportunity. And the issue is they can't access medications that are also very expensive. One pill of my main medication for controlling my arthritis is about $12,000. And it's caused a lot of kids and adults to not get the care they need and cause lasting effects on their body, such as contractures in their joints where they really just can't even move them at this point because they just weren't able to be treated. So I found as a person with juvenile arthritis that when I needed to use a wheelchair, using a manual actually made me have more pain because I was trying to compensate for my lower extremities by using my arms, and I gained strength. But at the same time, it is very fatiguing, and as somebody with juvenile arthritis, I already have a lot of fatigue on a daily basis, and I have multiple medications to control it. So just having that extra fatigue every time I couldn't walk somewhere was really challenging, and it made it hard actually to complete schoolwork some days. I was lucky enough in my sophomore year to get my electric wheelchair, and it's been a humongous help. After I first started using it, I was no longer like twice as tired during a flare due to me having to push myself. I have more energy, I'm able to focus on my schoolwork better, and I just want other people to have that. And that is actually why I am hoping to go into rehabilitation engineering eventually, where basically I would be engineering mobility assists such as electric wheelchairs or prosthetics. These things, as I've said before, are very expensive on their own, but I hope to engineer them out of materials that don't have to be so expensive. At UMass Lowell, there's actually a club that 3D prints prosthetics for children, and that's super interesting to me because 3D printing something is a lot cheaper than the way that it's manufactured, maybe like out of metals and things. So since I'm super interested in this and I have such a background, I just want to give back to the community that's helped me and let me thrive even with this autoimmune disease. And that is my reason for wanting to be a rehabilitation engineer.